Okay, so I tried the Velvet Heatless Rod Curler, and I had a hard time putting this side in, the right side. So it is a little loose, but I just woke up a little bit ago. Then I took my dog for a walk, and I put my hoodie on over, so it was kind of pulling my hair a little bit. I did sleep with my satin bonnet on just to help keep it in place, but I don't know how it's going to curl. My hair was pretty dry, and I slept with it. Um, in pretty good, but I don't know. I'm not even awake. I haven't had my coffee. Sorry. So let's see what it looks like. But yeah, it is velvet. So I do think that the velvet helps your hair stay in, but since I didn't do it very tight, we will see. I really like these scrunchies. I have a couple of velvet. I have mostly satin, but I do like the velvet. So I see a lot of people, they will pull it from the top. It is a little tight on this side, so not sure. This one's coming out easier, of course, because it is loose. And I did put some leave-in conditioner in before I put this in. So I'm hoping that it did curl. Okay, this one's not coming out so easy, so I have to pause for a minute to get this out. Okay, so the point of these rollers, this kind of stuff, is to not have your hair refried or anything. And I just had this so tight, it took about 5 minutes to get it out. I had to keep pulling my hair apart, wedging the thing out. It was pulling on my hair. So that wasn't too smart. Don't do it too tight. So that was part of the problem. I did it too tight on this side. So hope I didn't yank any of my hair out or break it or anything like that. I'm sure it did some trauma to my hair, but don't do it too tight because yeah, it's supposed to just slide out like this side. The side was probably a little too loose, but it still seemed like it did a little bit of a curl. And my other side was just really super tight. Couldn't even get it out for a while. But so anyway, this is what it looks like. And it does look a little bit, I don't know if it looks uneven or not, but this is what the curl looks like. It's really soft and I like it. I think it looks good. Tell me what you think if you've ever used heatless curls. I used to use the sponge rollers at night, but then I'd wake up and then my hair would be twisted in the plastic part and it would be tearing my hair out. So I don't use those anymore. I remember growing up, my mom used those and she'd be tearing them out of her hair. Just and to this day, her hair is super short because she would yank her hair out so much, but she never cut her hair. Her hair used to be past her butt. So I like it a lot. It's really cute. And other than me traumatizing my hair on this side, I learned my lesson not to have it super tight. I'm going to try to show you the back. I'm sitting down and my laptop is propped down. So let's see if I could show you. Hopefully you can see it. Okay. So I think if I would have wet my hair a little bit, I know a lot of these kind of rollers, they come with a little spritz bottle, which I do have one somewhere laying around. I will probably do that next time I try it and just put a little bit of water and it might have a better curl, but I don't mind this. I do like soft curls. I don't like my hair super curled. Well, it's not true. I like it if it's really small, but this is what it looked like. So I just want to share that this morning. And I do need coffee really bad. I do drink more decaf with a little tiny regular, so you might be wondering why someone that drinks decaf that helps, but it really does. The regular coffee just gives me anxiety now, and it has for a while. If I do have something going wrong, I get angry and it intensifies everything. So I switched this about maybe 4 months ago to decaf. Something I just remembered a child. Something I just remembered a childhood memory, which I don't have a lot of them for some reason. I haven't for quite a while. Um, But my mom, she used to also put these bobby pins in her hair, and she would get little pieces. She would turn them, the little twirls, all the way to the very end of the hair, really tight, and then she'd put two bobby pins in her hair. and then take them out and they would be curled as well. But I don't think that that would be very good on your hair. I think that would cause a lot of friction. And to this day, that's why I believe she didn't have, um, or she cut her hair off to where it looked really short. So, yeah, there's a lot of things you can do to help with your hair and not use hot irons and curling irons. Now, every once in a while, I will use a curling iron still. Um, Through the challenge, though, I have not used a curling iron for this. I'm on the 6 month. So, every 3 months, I'm measuring my hair, and I've been doing it for 6 months already. Now, I've been growing my hair out for over a year and a half. And that is just something that I just decided to do because hair grows half an inch a month. So I measure every 3 months because if you're looking at your hair constantly or trying to measure it every week or whatever, it's not going to feel like it's growing at all. Even once a month, you can't really tell. So in that 3 month mark, I believe you can start noticing some changes. You can start noticing if your hair is growing back in your scalp. And by doing all these things that help your hair and baby your hair, especially if you are 35 and older. I mean, that is really when you start having a lot of problems. Now, some people have it younger. I had it probably before I was 30. I lost hair on my scalp from over manipulation. And I know that as you age, your hair can thin out and it can get really uh, coarse, like from the gray and silver. But I've managed to keep my hair so soft from what I'm doing. And my hair is just very, very just smooth. It doesn't look like so much because if you don't straighten your hair, you don't have that glass look, and that's just the way it is because straightening your hair makes it look totally different. But my hair is natural wavy even without the curls, so it doesn't look like it's very soft. But my hair has got so soft and it feels so nice from everything that I'm doing. A lot of people talk about not putting tons of things in your hair, but I feel like if your hair's damaged and needs to go, it benefits your hair so much. Your hair needs to stay hydrated. And I put oil in my hair every single morning and I put my shea butter in my tips. And after I wash my hair, I use about two leave-in conditioners probably. I use one that's a cream and then I use the one that's a spray. And I used to use about five after I was washing my hair, and it didn't do any harm to it. But I went down to about two, sometimes two sprays in one cream or one spray in one cream. But you could just kind of do what you need to do. But it definitely needs to keep your hair hydrated, and it doesn't hurt to put a lot of leave-in conditioners in your hair. I am 54 years old and I've managed to keep growing my hair as well as having all my hair coming in my scalp. So if somebody's going to tell you that you're too old to have your hair grow in or long hair, that is just a crazy, crazy myth somebody made up and is telling you that you can't do something. You can do anything you want. You can have your hair down to your knees or whatever you want past the age of 40 or whatever they tell you that you can't have long hair. So I will continue to grow my hair as long as it can. I have not grown my hair or have had long hair. I've not had long hair since I've been a kid because I used to love short hair. Every time my hair would get almost to my waist, I would chop it off really cute. I would have really pixie haircuts. I would have shoulder length anywhere from when the V, A line, whatever it's called, was in, where it's just up here and down. I had every single hairstyle that came out. And if you're old enough, you'll remember Meg Ryan. She had that cute little pixie cut. It was a little choppy. I did that for a while and had the blonde hair. In fact, a lot of people said I look like her, which I don't think so, but I was like, oh yeah, she's really cute. And so yes, if you are in this whole thing that you can't have long hair and um, just don't listen to any of that. I am doing a 3 month hair challenge, like I mentioned. So if you want to get that down in my next video, I have in the description, I will have the ebook out and picked up a shift. And I work 6 days in a row and I really value my 3 days off. So I'm a little out of it right now, but I hope that this brought value to your hair growth journey. And if you like this kind of content, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with someone that may be having this kind of issues with their hair and trying to grow their hair out. Until tomorrow, I hope you all have a great rest of your day.